This is my Nanowrimo tag. Nanowrimo, for those who don't know, is National Novel Writing Month. It's every November where everyone who wants to, writers, people who want to be writers, spend the month of November writing a 50,000 word novel, and hopefully it turns out somewhat good. There's actually been novels published that were started in Nanowrimo, which is really cool. And this is a tag video for it. My first tag, writing tag for a book channel. Seems fitting. Question number 1. How many times have you tried Nanowrimo? I've technically tried 4 times officially and 5 times unofficially. The first one I did was in 2011 when I was living in France, and I never really committed to it. I never joined or signed up at the site or anything like that. I was just like, we'll see what I do. And I failed because I wasn't really trying. So yeah, the other ones were November 2012, 13, and 14. So this will be my 4th time doing NaNowrimo. Question number 2. How did you first find out about NaNowrimo? I think it was from YouTube. I was watching, I think I first found out from Christina Horner on I Talk to Snakes. She was talking about it, and I'd heard it mentioned before, so I thought I would check it out and see what it was, and that's when I unofficially tried it. But I liked it, and I kind of wanted to prove to myself I could win, so I did it the next year. It was a lot of fun. Question number 3. What was the name of the first novel you attempted for NaNowrimo? I don't count my first, didn't really try year, so my first one in 2012 was Journey to the King. And I never actually finished it. I did the whole fly by the seat of my pants. I didn't even have a plot when I started movement, and I still won, but I didn't have a plot, so it was going up and up and up, but it never was reaching its climax because I didn't have a plot in mind, so it just kept going. Kind of like a Lord of the Rings thing, it just kept going and going and going. It would have eventually ended. I think it would have been like 3 or 4 novels long. And I just kind of got bored of the story. Question number 4. Give us a 1-sentence summary of what you're writing this year. It's the story about a girl figuring out life in university and trying to figure out who she is. Question number 5. What is the best piece of writing advice you've ever been given? It seems a little like cliche or trite, but it's really just write. Like, just make sure you're writing every day. And I try to do that as much as I can. I've never published anything, but I've won NaNo every time. If that counts for anything. I do kind of want to have a novel published someday. And I've got this story in my head that I kind of want to write. But I'm not doing it for this year's NaNo. And I haven't tried it yet. Still building, percolating away. But yes, write every day. That is the best piece of advice I've heard for just general writing. There's like specifics about overuse of adverbs and things like that, but just write is the big one. Did you ever take a year off for NaNo, and why? Nope. This is year number 4 officially, and I've not taken the year off. I thought of taking it off 2 years ago during my internship, and I just like, yeah, no, I'll do it anyways. Question number 7. What is your biggest inspiration for deciding what to write about? I'm not really sure. I really don't know where I get my inspiration from. My first year, probably off just books and movies that I like or wish existed. So my first year I wrote about a fantasy novel, kind of similar like a Lord of the Rings type of thing. I just like those stories, so I tried to write my own. The second one, a baby had been abandoned in a library and someone found it and what to do. Don't know where I got the inspiration. Usually I just like get ideas just randomly and I write them down. I'm like, that could be cool, and I write more about it. I guess I do think about, I teach that to my grade 3s. Read us the first sentence from one of your novels. I've got to go grab my computer for that. So this is from 2014. I just searched NaNowrimo on my computer, and this is the first one that popped up. So last year's National Novel Writing Month story, it was about, there's these twins. I think they were about 10 or 11-ish, maybe 12. I don't remember the exact age, I decided. But one of them fell out of a tree. And when she woke up, she realized she could see emotions and the powers created from emotions, and she could use and harness those powers to do a type of magic. And it was her figuring out what it was and how to control it, and her twin brother was helping her along the way. First sentence, this wasn't Annabelle. That was it. Yeah. First line, this wasn't Annabelle, not anymore. Or rather, it was still her, but she had changed. Changed to an extent that she was no longer Annabelle, but somebody new. Yeah, first drafts don't always turn out that good. I would not keep that quite like that for the sentence anymore. Question number 9. Why do you love writing? I've always loved writing. I like being able to create things in my head and get them down on paper. I like telling stories and reading stories. I write in my journal pretty much every day just to like work through things that are in my head. I write random stories down to like, usually it's all just processing things in my mind. I imagine like scenarios and how I would deal with them or what I would do if I was someone else. Yeah, it's just me working through ideas and stuff. It's therapeutic. I love writing. It helps relax me, calm me down. Always has. I used to have a typewriter when I was in middle school. I found my parents' old typewriter. I have no clue if it still exists anymore. But when I found it, it worked. I would sit there and I just type stories on it. I love the feel of typing on a typewriter. And I've seen those typewriting keyboards and I really want one because it's so relaxing and hypnotic. Oh, I just love it. Anyways, that's the NaNoWrimo tag. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested about NaNoWrimo, it starts tomorrow, November 1st, which might be today, because I don't know how long the internet will take to upload this. But yeah, NaNoWrimo, check it out. You can go to nanowrimo.org, I think. But I'll put the description in the box below, the link, so you can check it out if you want. Maybe attempt it. It's a lot of fun. Even if you don't win, you've still written more than you would have otherwise. So yeah, check it out. Enjoy the month of November. I hope you have a safe Halloween tonight, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.